are you thinking?
Kangaroo.
What is this going to be about? Use those clues around the writing to help you understand what are we learning about today. Shazam, I need you to make a different choice with that chat, please. This is the second time I've asked you. Thank you. So I see a lot of friends, friends are saying jumping joeys. If you don't know what a jumping joey is, you could see that there's a clear picture of a kangaroo there. So yeah, that's a great guess. It's probably going to be something about these kangaroos. So while we read, I want you to underline details that show how a joey grows and changes, how they grow and change. So underlining details that show how a joey grows and changes. Underlining with pencil. All right, you are following along as I read, either on your page or on mine, with your tracking finger. And let's read this science article. It's going to be describing the life of a baby kangaroo. So first we're going to read to understand and to make those connections. So remember, you are looking to see how a joey grows and changes. Shreya said, can we use a highlighter? You may use a highlighter to instead of underlining. That is totally fine with me. Okay. All right, we are on paragraph 1. This is jumping joeys. What is the best known animal in Australia? It's the kangaroo. Kangaroos are large animals with powerful back legs, but they are less than 1 inch long when they are born. A baby kangaroo is called a joey. The joey climbs into its mother's pouch. There, the joey feeds and stays warm. I just want to say shout out to Addison and Otis for following along as I read. They're clearly doing what they're supposed to be doing, so I appreciate that. The joey stays in the pouch for 7 to 10 months. It grows much bigger. Then the joey is ready to come out of its mother's pouch. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Is there anything that you should have underlined that shows how a baby joey grows or changes? Underline it. If you noticed anything while we were reading about a joey growing and changing. Paragraphs 1 or 2. I'll give you about 10 more seconds. Yes, Addison, I will zoom in for you, okay? Shreya, you can use a highlighter. Yes. Okay, paragraph 3. When the joey is ready to come out, its mother loosens her pouch. The joey falls out. At first, it stays out for just a few minutes. Then it goes back in the pouch. Every time it comes out, it follows its mother and learns to find food. Soon, it can take care of itself. Paragraph 4. When the joey leaves the pouch for good, it is not an adult yet. It will grow taller and heavier. A kangaroo can be more than 6 feet tall and weigh 190 pounds. Woo, that's heavy. Okay, and so that is the last paragraph of the story. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. Is there anything in paragraph 3 or 4 that you need a second to underline to show how a joey grows or changes? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to underline. And if you feel confident about something that you underlined that shows how a joey grows and changes, blue hand up and I will call on you to share. Take a risk. I want some friends to take a risk today. Ooh, Gwendolyn and Emily are ready to take a risk. Awesome. Kendall and Shreya are willing to take a risk. Anyone else willing to take a risk today? And your answers can, in this case, they can vary just a little bit. So let's take a few of these hands. Emily, what was one thing that you underlined that explains whether a joey grows, changes, any of those things? And Emily, before you go, so that you can let us know where you're at, remember you're going to say what paragraph and line you are on.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's paragraph 4 in line 3 and 4.
Okay, read me the sentence that you're thinking of.
A kangaroo can be more than 6 feet tall and weighs 190 pounds.
Underline it. A kangaroo can be more than 6 feet tall and weigh 190 pounds. Emily, going off of what you underlined, can I add the top sentence to it? Because I think this sentence will go along well with it. It will grow taller and heavier. And then it goes into the details that you underlined. So let's also underline that as well. Awesome. Thank you for taking a risk, Emily. Alan, take a risk, bud. What did you underline?
I didn't underline it. I highlighted it. When the joey leaves the pouch for good, it's not an adult yet.
Alan, can you tell me what paragraph and line you're talking about?
4.
Paragraph 4. Line what?
When the joey leaves the pouch for good, it's not an adult yet.
Okay, so that talks about a joey growing.
Yeah.
Go with it. And I want to say that Emily's, the lines that we underlined for Emily's kind of just go along with that. So that whole paragraph is very important to explain how a joey grows and changes. So I do find that paragraph 4 is very important to that. Kendall, go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you throw, oh good, video's already off, good. What did you underline?
Paragraph 1.
Ooh, so everyone should be going to paragraph 1 and pointing.
They are less than 1 inch when they are born.
They are less than 1 inch long when they are born. Oh, you guys, that's like the size of your pinky. Put up your pinky. That's like how long they are. They're so little. Awesome. Thank you, Kendall. Thank you for taking a risk. Do we have anything else that we want to underline? Let's see. Adeline, what did you underline? No, Adeline? Okay. Shreya, what did you underline?
I underlined lots of things, but there's one on paragraph 2.
Okay.
And on the line 4, and it says grows much bigger.
Grows much bigger. Awesome. Is there anything, Shreya, around what you underlined that could also go and support with the joey growing much bigger?
I even underlined the joey's ready to come out of its mother's pouch.
Okay, so I think definitely, like all around this, the joey stays in the pouch for 7 to 10 months. It grows much bigger while it's in the pouch, and then it comes out of its mother's pouch. So definitely would underline that as well. That whole little section that Shreya just talked about definitely supports how a joey grows and changes. Awesome. Sahaj, what did you underline?
I didn't really underline anything, but what I'm saying is your whole screen is green.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
Your whole screen is green.
My whole screen is green.
Yes.
Is my screen green for you, Shazib? No?
It is green for me.
Okay, let me stop my sharing real quick and then we'll reshare.
My name is Mom.
That was Sahaj.
It's better.
Better now? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Gwendolyn, what did you underline?
Let me really.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Gwendolyn.
Pass.
Okay. Did you want to pass, Gwen?
Bye.
Oh, can't hear me. Okay, so we're gonna skip on that. Okay, I'm going to underline one more thing. Paragraph 3, line 4, it says, every time it comes out, it follows its mother and learns to find food. Soon it can take care of itself. So this talks about how it leaves its mother's pouch and is learning to slowly take care of itself. Okay. Turn off your video if I'm blurry. Turn off your video. There you go. Okay, so now let's take a look at
Miss Mize.
page 55.
Miss Mize.
Yes, Kendall.
I found something else that we can underline.
Oh, what do you want to add?
For 7 months, it grows much bigger.
For 7 months, it grows much bigger. What paragraph is that in?
It's in paragraph 2.
Oh, this one, the Joey stays in the pouch for 7 to 10 months.
Oh, I forgot we already underlined that.
We have that underlined, but yes, thank you, Kendall. Okay, so turning to page 55. It says use details from paragraph 2, 3, and 4 in the article about Joey's to fill in the chart. I want you should have your pencil. I want you to try and fill in this first on your own. And I'm going to give you about 1 minute. Fill in the first and see if you can do it. Do it in pencil just in case so you can erase, and try and fill that in. When a fill in the blank is born, fill it in. When a something is born, when a fill in the blank is born. You should probably know that. It climbs into its mother's fill in the blank. It climbs into its mother's fill in the blank. Where it fill in the blank. Where it's something and stays warm. That one's gonna be a little bit trickier. But what does it need to do to survive? It's something and stays warm. And then it says it lives there for, that is something we underlined, certain amount of months. Try and fill it in and then we will go over it. Give you about 5 more seconds. Okay, let's try this. When a Joey is born, because that is what a baby kangaroo, it climbs into its mother's pouch, where it You could say eats, feeds. I'm going to say eats. And stays warm. It lives there for 7 to 10 months. So we're filling in, that's what happens first. And that's in paragraph 2. Paragraph 2 talks about the joey, how it hangs out in its mom's pouch. It's in there for 7 to 10 months. It eats there, it stays warm, and it's starting to get bigger. That's in paragraph 2, what we just underlined. In paragraph 3, now it's saying it's going to come out and it learns to find food and it's slowly starting to take care of itself. So that's what happens next. So you would write, next, the joey falls out of the pouch and begins learning to take care of itself, period. So first, the joey's in the mom's pouch. It's learning to eat, stay warm. It's in there for a while. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Next, this joey finally starts getting out of mom's pouch and it's learning to take care of itself, but still having to hop back into mom's pouch because he's not ready. The baby is not ready to go out on its own yet. Yes, Gwen, you are writing this, of course. So then last, I want you to just pause your writing for a second. I will give you some time in just a second. Give me just eyes. So then, let's look at this. First, they're born. They stay in the pouch for 7 to 10 months. They're starting to grow. Then the joey starts coming out and trying to just kind of learn to take care of itself slowly but surely, but still having the support of mom. What happens next? What happens last? When the joey leaves the pouch for good, it's not an adult yet. It will grow taller and heavier. A kangaroo can be more than 6 feet tall and weigh 190 pounds. So we could say when the joey's big enough, the joey leaves the pouch for good. So we could write, finally, the joey gets big enough to leave the pouch for good. It grows, period. Okay? So first, joey is born, climbs into mom's pouch, eats and stays warm, is in there for 7 to 10 months. kind of like what we did when we were cooking in mom's tummy. Next, the Joey falls out of the pouch, starts learning, take care of himself, itself. Then finally, Joey is big enough to leave the pouch, still trying to learn on its own, but can start leaving mom to take care of itself. Gwen and Kendall, are you guys done? Is that what you're
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and show it to me. Okay. Awesome. You are done, Gwen. You may take off and go to lunch. Kendall, turn on your video. Shreya, you are good to go to lunch. Zay, you may go to lunch. Kendall, are you ready? Maya, you may go to lunch. Alan, you may go to lunch. Jalen, you may go to lunch. Everyone else, take your time. You have plenty of time. Mia, can you get a little closer for me? Okay, Mia, you may go to lunch. Sahaj, you may go to lunch. Bye, birthday boy. Maddie, you may go. Addison, you need to scoot it back just a little bit. There you go.
Who's
Okay,
the
Addison,
birthday
you may go.
boy?
It's Sahaj's birthday today. Kendall, you may go. Adrani, you may go. Otis, you may go. Yeah, it's Sahaj's birthday today. You told him happy birthday this morning. Bailey, I believe that's you. You can go. Adeline, you may go.